profiling activity on the Tariff Commission of the Philippines in partial fulfillment for the requirements in TM 101. TM 101 requirement for final exam period. Submitted to CB Aljon L. Luzano, MBA. Submitted by Ner Florencio A., first year Bachelor of Science and Custom Administration. Rationale of the profiling activity. What is the Tariff Commission, also known as TC? What is the function of TC? How can TC help the Philippines economy when this TC topic was introduced but not yet discussed? I have so many questions in my head that remain unanswered until Sir Aljon Luzano discusses and elaborates on the topic of TC. At first, I thought the Commissioner of the Custom is the one who handled the Tariff Commission and the Bureau of Custom. Then, I just found out that I was wrong. There is a person appointed for the position as a chairperson in the TC. This profile activity will tackle the Tariff Commission, and the reason why I choose the history of TC as a topic because for me there are a lot of things to learn about TC that is not included in the CMTA. Besides, I want to explore more the history of TC and its origin. As a student, history is part of our learning by searching, gathering idea, and data that can help to improve our Philippine Tariff Commission located at 4th floor, Condominium, West Insula, 135 West Avenue, Project 7, Quezon City, 1105 Metro Manila. Republic of the Philippine Tariff Commission logo has 4 symbols that represent the wheel of progress, trade and industry sector, depict the hopes and aspiration of the nation, continued economic growth, agricultural sector. History and milestone of Tariff Commission. From 1950s to 1970s, the creation of the first Philippine Tariff Commission, also known as TC, on June 20, 1953, pursuant to the Republic Act 911. This provides for collegial body consisting of chairman and 2 commissioner. The commissioner is under the direct supervision of the office of the president. On August 17, 1953, officials and employees take their oath of office. TC proposed an enactment of new tariff law. It should be made permanent offices separate from other government offices. TC abolished by virtue Executive Order number 119. TC is reorganized and become Tariff Division under the Department of Finance in 1956. The Congress enacted RA 1937, otherwise as the Tariff and Custom Code of the Philippines, in June 22, 1957. TC is restored as an independent body headed by a commissioner with an assistant commissioner. This is the first tariff enacted by the Philippine legislature. TC proposed a general revision of the code to make the tariff more responsive to the need of economy. TC managed is converted into a collegial body in place under the administrative supervision of the National and Development Authority, also known as NEDA. Presidential Decree number 1464 is issued, authorizing TC to consolidate and codify all Philippine tariff and custom law. From 1980s to 1990s, TC commenced implementation of the Tariff Reform Program, also known as the TRP. Executive Order number 609 and 6328 are issued. The Philippines becomes the 85th member of GATT. The GATT National Secretariat headed by the TC is set up. The Philippine schedule of tariff concession is submitted to GATT, enabling the country to gain non-discriminatory treatment, particularly its non-traditional export. The Philippine uses tariff as an instrumental for better terms of trade. Import Liberalization Program ILP launched in 1981 but was interrupted in 1983 due to economic crisis. Continuation of the TRP, the tariff schedule including tariff rates undergo massive changes. The Adopt the Custom Cooperation Council nomenclature CCCN, which cover not only tariff nomenclature but also rules of classification and legal notes. To complete the final draft of the Philippine Tariff Nomenclature aligned with the Harmonized System HS Nomenclature, ILP is resumed 1986. The Philippines adopt the HSTC launches countrywide information drive. Launching the new TRP through Executive Order 413, some provision of the code are reviewed. TC prepare a study on the custom valuation system in the view of the proposed shift from fair market value to transaction value. The ASEAN Free Area, also known as the AFT, is formally launched in January 1, 1993. The Uruguay round concludes and the World Trade Organization WTO successor to the GATT established. TC adopts several institution building measures to further enhance its effective, especially in the light of the implementation of a tariff quota in agriculture and the accelerated implementation of the CEPET scheme. The existing organization structure of the office is reviewed. RP plays host at the 4th APEC Economic Leaders Summit at Subic Bay. In November 1996, TC actively participated in the preparation of the revised Philippine Action Plan. TC is the adjudged winner of the 1996 Gawad Kalinga Employer Friendly Award. This national search competition is sponsored by Civil Services Commission and it is aimed at identifying which government agency is considered most active involved in establishing a cohesive and mutual satisfactory working in relationship between management and staff, particularly where employee welfare is concerned. TC conduct hearing on the tariff structure of 22 industries identified as the Philippine winner. A record total of 575 tariff commodity classification ruling are issued by the Commission in 1997. TC continues to consult with all sectors concerned regarding the various tariff and trade scheme under the ASEAN, GATT, WTO, and APEC. The President signed Executive Order 465 implementing the tariff recalibration scheme, initially applying to the Philippines winner. TC reviewed the tariff on residual item resulting in the issuance of Executive Order 486. Republic Act 8792, Anti-Dumping Act of 1999 is enacted, providing new impetus to the government commitment to effective curb the unfair trade practices of dumping under this act. The Commission findings are finals and executory. Executive Order 144 institutioning effective operational mechanism and strategies in the Tariff Commission is signed in August 21, 1999. From 2000 to 2003, Executive Order 334 is issued incorporating the multi-year tariff schedule for 2001-2003 under the TRP. Republic Act 8800 Safeguard Measures Act of 2000 is signed as an anti-dumping and countervailing cases. TC is tasked to undertake the formal investigation of safeguard cases. TC reorganized from a sectoral to a functional setup in accordance with the Section 8 of RA 6656. 3 departments created, new appointment under the setup approved by the Civil Services Commission, effective in April 1, 2000. Second phase of the project, developing a comprehensive framework for competition policy in the Philippines, starts. The project is joint undertaking of the Philippine-Australia Governance Facility. Anti-Dumping Act of 1999 becomes effective. First application of safeguard measures review by the Commission involving the importation of gray Portland cement and ceramic floor and wall tiles. TC's lead agency is the preparation of the Philippine AHTN Base Tariff and Custom Code. TC Speaker Bureau continues to conduct information campaign on new development in tariff and trade policies, including the latest on Commission function and responsibilities, plus the needs for competition law and policy in the Philippines. TC conduct public hearing, consultation under and Section 401, 402 of the Tariff and Custom Code of the Philippines, in response to the government calls to level the playing field for domestic industries vis-a-vis foreign counterparts and generates revenue to address the national budget deficit. The Commission complete its formal investigation of the safeguard cases involving gray Portland cement and ceramic floor, and wall tiles, filed by the Philippine Cement Manufacturer Corporation, PhilCimCorp, and the Ceramic Tile Manufacturer Association, respectively, for the purpose of the review to be conducted by the Department of Trade and Industry with the end in view liberalizing or reducing the intensity of the defined safeguard measurement imposed on the imported gray Portland cement. The Commission monitors the development in the ceramic tiles and cement industry, including their progress and specific effort to make positive adjustment to import competition. The Commission and the intensive public information drive and seminar workshop in Metro Manila and K cities nationwide regarding the new development trade and tariff policy. Pursuant to the government policy declaration to slow down the pace of the counter-unilateral tariff reform program to the ASEAN Free Trade Area and World Trade Organization minimus and to take advantage of all exception window allowed, TC conduct public hearing, consultation, review the tariff structure of all product under the Chapter 1 to 97 of the Tariff and Custom Code of the Philippines. Following the sign on August 7, 2003 of the protocol governing the implementation of the ASEAN Harmonized Tariff Nomenclature by the 10 member states, TC completes the alignment of the most favorable nation nomenclature in 2000 with the AHTN. With the scheduled implementation of the AHTN in January 2004, the Commission leads the conducting series of intensive information dissemination campaign regarding the new AHTN-based tariff and custom code of the Philippines. With the government agencies, particularly in the Bureau of Customs and other states, the Commission conduct an expiry review of the anti-dumping duty of the sodium triphosphate, also known as the STTP, from the People's China Republic. The Commission investigate the petition Asahi Glass Philippine for safeguard measurement against the importation of the figure glass, also known as the HS sub, heading number of the 7003.12 and the 7003.19. Flat float glass HS sub heading number 7005.21 and the 7005.29 space 90, and the glass mirror HS subheading number 7009.91 and 7009.92. TC Vision and Mission. Vision, a competitive Philippines through a balanced international trade policy. Mission, the Tariff Commission is the principal and independent authority on the tariff and trade remedies, and a key advisor on non-tariff measures and international trade issues. TC Quality Policy. We commit to provide expertise on tariff trade remedies, non-tariff measures, and international trade issues to enhance industry competitiveness and promote consumer welfare. We endeavor to maintain a competent and cohesive workforce in an environment that upholds ethical standards, promote employee welfare, embraces innovation, to effective and efficient perform our functions. We adhere to continuous improvement of our quality management system to maintain excellence and professionalism of our TC core values, integrity. We deliver our services with upright impartiality and utmost transparency, adhering to the highest ethical standards as Philippine public servants. Excellence. We are professionals who work hard and efficiently and strive to exceed expectation. Teamwork. We work with unity of purpose to find concrete ways to support each other in delivering high-quality outputs. We accord due to respect and unselfishly share our knowledge, skills, and talent so that each of us may reach our full potential. Innovativeness. We commit to continue learning and technological awareness to enable the Tariff Commission to provide responsive public service. Tariff Strategic Goals. Number 1. A comprehensive and strategic tariff structure and efficient tariff administration. Number 2. Delivery of timely and quality advance ruling and dispute ruling on tariff classification. Number 3. Delivery of comprehensive evidence-based and just finding on trade remedy cases. Number 4. provision on industries and analysis on tariff and non-tariff measures and trade. 5. Entrenched involvement in international trade negotiation. 6. Stronger collaboration with the private sector and other government agencies. 7. Use of information and communication technology to enhance the Tariff Commission public services in a new normal environment. 8. Ingrained and innovative quality management system that will enable Tariff Commission to continuously provide responsive public services. 9. A competent and cohesive workforce in environment where there is work-life balance. And lastly, number 10. A new organizational structure aligned with the Tariff Commission expanded mandate under the Custom Modernization and Tariff Act. Duties and function under the TCCP. Section 102 Abbreviation. The Tariff Commission provide abbreviation and symbol at the TCCP AHTN. Section 103. General rules for interpretation of the harmonized system. These are the guiding principles used by the Tariff Commission for the classification of goods and issuance of the Tariff Commodity Classification Ruling pursuant to the Section 1313A of the TCCP. Section 104. Rates of import duty. The Tariff Commission is tasked to update the coding system to the last HS and AHTN amendments and reflect the latest MFN and ATIGA rates of import duty, including Column 7, ASEAN member state enjoying concession. Also, to provide reference to special law affecting tariff rates. Role of the Tariff Commission in anti-dumping investigation. Conduct formal investigation and hold public hearing to establish the 4 elements of dumping. First, like product. Second, price difference. Third, injury. Fourth, casual link. Submit report of finding, whether favorable or not, to Secretary for the latter to issue on a department order imposing the definitive anti-dumping duty. Section 302, Countervailing Investigation. Trade countermeasures adopted by the government offset any bounty or subsidy given to exporter which is not generally available to a producer of the exporting country. Countervailing Act Duty. Republic Act No. 8751 was signed on August 7, 1999. It amended Section 302 of TCCP which provide protection to a domestic industries which being injured or likely to be injured by the subsides product imported into or sold in the Philippines. Role of Tariff Commission in countervailing investigation. Conduct formal investigation and hold public hearing to establish the 4 elements of countervailing, namely, first, like product, subsidy, casual link. Submit report of finding, whether favorable or not, to Secretary for the latter issue a department order imposing a definitive countervailing duty. Issuance promulgated implement RA 8751. Joint Administrative Order No. 02 S 2000 implementing rules and regulation RA 8751. The Commission is mandated to conduct consultation before the Philippines enters any trade agreement with any foreign government or instrumentality thereof and modifies import duties as are required or appropriate to carry out and promote foreign trade. The process is similar with Section 401 investigation with the Commission reports of findings submitted to NEDA for deliberation by the Tariff-Related Matters Committee. The Commission prepared the implementation executive order upon final approval of the NEDA Board. TC duties and function under TCCP Section 1313A. Section 1313A provides that when article imported or intended to be imported is not specially classified in the code, any interest party may request the Tariff Commission in writing to indicate the heading number under which a article is or shall be dutiable. Tariff Commission issues Tariff Commodity Classification Ruling. These classification rulings are binding upon the BOC unless the Secretary of Financial rules otherwise. Organizational chart. Chairman and 2 members commissioners. Research, Investigation, and Intelligence Trade Analysis Services, also known as RITAS. Commodities Studies Division. International Trade Studies Division. Economics, Trades and Industry Studies Division, Financial Studies Division, Commissioner of Secretariat, Finance Management and Administrative Services, also known as FMAS, Financial Management Division, Administrative Division. Lastly, Planning Management and Information System Division. TC, Significant Contribution to the National Government. Department of Agriculture. Economic Team Senate forged compromise on pork import tariff volume on May 5, 2021. DA heightens border control to ensure food safety on May 4, 2021. Promotion of export is necessity. Higher budget investment for the Philippine agriculture. Implementing rules and regulation, governing the granting of tariff exemption on the importation of agriculture and fisheries inputs, machinery, and equipment. Department of Trade, Industry, Trade Remedies. The DTI through the Bureau of Import Services, also known as the BIS, initiate and conduct preliminary determination on petition for trade remedies measure, i.e., anti-dumping subsidies and countervailing and safeguard measures, to determine whether or not to do impose provisional measure on industrial goods. DTI also formulates and recommends appropriate definitive action on petition for trade remedy measures based on the formal reports of findings submitted by the Tariff Commission on petition for imposition and extension of the measures. DTI also prepares an issue order and notice to implement decision on petition for trade remedies measures. First, RA 887, National Economic and Development Authority, also known as NEDA, increase, reduce, or remove existing rates of import duty, including any necessary change in classification. The existing rates may be increased or decreased to any level in one or several stages, but in no case shall be increased rates of import duty be higher than a maximum of 100% ad valorem. Establish import quotas or ban imports of any commodity as may be necessary and impose an additional duty on all imports not exceeding 10% ad valorem whenever necessary, provides that upon periodic investigation by the Commission and recommendation of the NEDA, the President may cause a gradual reduction of rates of import duty granted by Section 1611 of this Act, including those subsequently granted pursuant to this section. Department of Finance, Republic Act RA number 10863, otherwise known as the Custom Modernization and Tariff Act CMTA, was signed into law on 30 May 2016. CMTA amendment the Tariff and Commission Code of the Philippines TCCP with an aim of modernizing custom rules and procedure for faster trade, reduce opportunities for the corruption, improve custom services delivery, and improve supply chain. This is the primary site for the public consultation on the drafting for implementing rules and regulation (IRR) of the CMTA. TC achievement and recognition or awards received. PRC accredits TC as CPD provider. The Tariff Commission has been accredited by the Professional Regulation Commission as the Continuing Professional Development. CPD provides for licensed custom broker LCBS. The Continuing Education Program of the LCB and industry practitioner in raising, maintaining their competence in accordance with the international standard of practice, hence helping ensure their greater overall contribution to uplifting in general welfare and achieving more exclusive economic growth and national development. TC is an ISO certified organization, having met the requirement of ISO 9001:2015 Quality Management System. The management system of the Tariff Commission on the issuance of advance ruling on tariff classification under the Section 1100 of the Custom Modernization and Tariff Act, including the support process, was successfully registered on December 2, 2018. The Commission subsequently held the annual surveillance audit held on 25th October 2019 and 23 October 2020, and received its attestation for continued certificate on 26 November 2019 and November 5, 2020. For more information regarding the Tariff Commission, please visit their Google page and email address. And also, you may call them on Viber. Important things or points that you have learned. The significant things that I've learned from this activity are the Tariff Commission has a huge role and contribution in the Philippines' growth economy and the balance of trading. The TC help our agriculture sector, especially our fellow farmers, by granting tariff exemption of agriculture and fisheries inputs, machinery, and equipment. Without TC, the trading system may not function well, especially in handling classification and duties imposed on the specific goods. They are also the one who conduct negotiation with other countries related to importation and exportation. The TC services also include anti-dumping, countervailing, safeguarding. Conclusion. I conclude that every government agency has different function and different contribution to the growth of our economy, society, and protection of our country. As a citizen of this country and a future custom broker, we must abide by the law of our country to achieve peace and harmonized trading of other countries.